Hey, what is up, teachers? I'm so glad you are here. Oh my goodness, it is the home stretch. We have 10 more days left until winter break. I am so excited. I'm so thrilled. If you are a teacher, high five. You're doing awesome. You're doing the best you can. Have you subscribed yet though? Add that to your to-do list. You know what? Just take care of it right now. You know you like checking things off of the to-do list, so go ahead and do that right now. So thank you so much for doing that. So before I get into just these December activities I'd like to do with my students as a third grade teacher, just wanted to give you a little update. So as I'm sure you already know and you're feeling it, at the beginning of school, it was pretty much chaos and it was insane. I started off with 21 students, 11 of them were virtual, which meant they logged in through Zoom into my classroom, and then 11 of them were in my classroom. Okay, so that was a lot for me. What ended up happening is that my class was divided and now I only have 11 students because we got another third grade teacher just to lighten the load a little bit. And I love it because I'm able to be very intimate and personal with my students, a smaller classroom, and I think it's beneficial for them. So if that's not the case for you guys, I know that's something that was just such a big deal and it really, really helped. So I was able to focus on those 11. Now, I still have 2 virtual students, okay? I think I had 4 after the split, and now I have 2 more left. So class has been great. I haven't cried in weeks. No, because there was a point where I was like crying like at least once a week, y'all. Let's be real. Like I really was. Like it was pretty bad. There was just a lot on me. And then what you may or may not know is that I'm actually an online student. I'm still trying to get my education. So I'm in the classroom. I have the job, but I still need a little bit more education just to, you know, give me a little boost in what I'm doing as my career. So has it been easy to be a student and a teacher? No, okay? But I've been doing it for some time. I'm able to somewhat juggle. That was me juggling. I'm somewhat able to juggle it, but it's still pretty hard. But things have been better. I feel like things have been a lot better. And I really have been able to connect with my students on a very beautiful way. So to be honest, the last time I cried, it was mostly like Holy Spirit crying. It wasn't like a bad cry. So I'm very grateful for that. And now we're at the home stretch. I did announce that I will be doing VLOGMAS. So I'll be doing 12 days of VLOGMAS. That means 12 days before Christmas, I will start vlogging every single day and uploading every single day. It's a little crazy because I'm still not done with online school, but I really am trying to get done with school early because it's online. I have the opportunity to turn in things earlier, and that way next week I could focus. I did all my lesson plans for the end of the year until the end of the year. So I just am trying to position myself for success. So that way doing Vlogmas isn't a burden. It's something actually pretty fun. So I hope you're subscribed for that. All right, so let's get into this video and share a little bit of my December things. Ready? Okay, so a little bit change of scenery. I have some of my Christmas trees behind me, and I absolutely am such a nut for Christmas. I am so insane. The first thing I do is I encourage my students to be as festive as they want to be. You know, I teach at a Christian school, so we for sure celebrate Christmas. I know you may not have that same type of privilege because if you teach at a public school, you do have to be very careful with just focusing on one particular celebration. I do have that privilege, and I do feel like it's a privilege because I'm able to be myself. I'm able to talk about the things that I love, and it's something that my school supports. So that being said, I do tell my students right off the bat, number 1, be as festive as you want to be. I tell them to bring in hats and whatever silly stuff that they want to bring. Of course, when we leave our classroom, they leave it because our school does wear uniform. But the first thing I do is just invite that festive atmosphere into the classroom. So every morning I do welcome them with Christmas music. I have this air freshener. One second. Okay, so this is one of my favorites. It's obviously limited edition, but it is Febreze, and it is cranberry. Okay, so I love it. I used to love the one that was like an apple. It was like an apple cinnamon. I love cranberry. It is amazing. It's so good. Also, look at this. Teacher paycheck. Yeah, so I'm missing the little ball at the end. I don't incorporate Christmas too much into the curriculum. I allow the curriculum to be the curriculum. Now, there are games that I am excited to do for our Christmas party. Okay, so I'm sure you're going to be putting together some type of holiday, winter party, whatever it is that you have to call it. Well, for our Christmas party, what I love to do is a sock exchange. Now, I have a teacher in my school who she's so awesome, and every year she does a mug exchange. And once you're able to exchange those mugs, they actually have hot cocoa. So you use that mug to drink your hot cocoa, and it's so cute. But there are teachers who like go back and forth between should they do Secret Santa, should they not? Well, this is one indicator to know what you should have in your Christmas party. Number one, is your school already asking them for some type of money or to purchase something? For example, my school is going to be having a Christmas like production, and the kids who are in dance have to have something to wear for dance, and then all of the students are going to be in different songs according to grade. And for example, the boys have to wear like suspenders and bow tie. Now, if the child doesn't have a button-up shirt and all that stuff, they're gonna have to buy all that. Then the girls have to wear pretty dresses. Third grade has to wear either gold or white dress. Now that right there could be pricey. You can say, yeah, you could find that at Walmart, but you know, if the parent's unable to find it and has to go somewhere else, you know, that dress could cost them under 50 bucks. And that's already a lot. So what I do is a non-obligation donation. And I ask parents that they don't have to do it, but if they'd like to donate $5, I accept cash, coins, and Cash App. Whatever is easier for the parent. Then I ask for a sock exchange. The sock exchange is pretty cool because you could find socks at Dollar Tree. I say holiday style socks, either short or long. And as you know, anything holiday style is going to be for a boy or girl, so it doesn't really matter. So that way, by the end, everyone has socks and they change it. What I like to do is like a pretend sleepover. Now, realistically, these students are not ever going to actually sleep over each other's houses, especially all of them at the same time. So we create the sleepover atmosphere. I ask my students to come in holiday pajamas or any pajamas, and they could bring like any extra little hats. And I ask them to bring blankets, pillows, sleeping bag if they want to. We make s'mores, and then we do our sock exchange. Sometimes they put it in their book bag, and sometimes they put on their socks right away. And of course, we end it with a holiday movie, which could get tricky because some movies are classics that your students have watched. Even for third grade, students have probably seen a lot of movies, but you as a teacher could only watch appropriate movies. Even, for example, The Grinch says stuff like idiot and stupid and shut up. And so you have to kind of like feel it out. You might want to tell your parents ahead of time what movie you'll be screening to just see if you get any feedback. If you get a parent that writes you about it, you need to have a plan B ready. So I know my students, for example, love The Grinch, but there's actually lots of Christmas movies that are on Netflix right now that students love. What you may want to do is use one of your weekends to watch these movies beforehand and just kind of write down every time you hear a word. So that way, before you play it, you tell your students, okay, I don't want to hear the oohs and the ahs. We're going to hear the word stupid 2 times. Let's just go ahead and let it ride. Let's focus on what the meaning of this film is. I feel like it's not as festive over here. Sorry guys, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw a little bit of like the video quality changing. I think sitting over there and having all the lights just kind of changed how the video looked like. But anyways, one of the cool things that I do that I just want to leave you guys with is I do this thing called like the 6 days of Christmas surprise, okay? You just gotta put a name on something and it makes it sound cool, trust me, okay? So what I do is I blow up 6 green balloons. Now it could be dark green or light green, preferably light green. I blow up these balloons, but right before I'm going to tie the balloon, I stick a paper, I roll it, and I put it in there. Now, on that paper, I have a task for the whole class to do that day. Now, it could be a reward, like shoes off the whole day, extra recess, lunch with the teacher, or it could be just a silly thing like do the hokey pokey in all the classrooms in the elementary building, or do, you know, sing a holiday song as loud as you can during recess, something like that that kind of feels like nerve-wracking and scary. And so I do that, and I put a different one in each balloon. Now, after I've tied the balloons, I tape it to the whiteboard, and I kind of create a Christmas tree with them. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that means that you're going to be having to start it the Friday before your last week of school, if that's how your school is ending the to winter break. And so when you have them there on the whiteboard, you then kind of get a green expo marker and draw a lining to outline your Christmas tree. You could put like a little star on top if you want, and every day you get something like a thumbnail, and you get a thumbnail and you just pop it. So you could pick at random or you could go one at a time, okay? And after you do that, you have to do whatever thing the paper says. It's actually really fun and really cool. The last thing that I will leave you with is just be considerate of money, okay? So like I said, I asked my parents for a donation, but I kind of make it optional. Some parents will go the extra mile. Like I already had one parent send me $10, and that was a huge blessing, okay? Because there might be one parent who's not able to send me anything, but she just covered that parent, you know, and we have to have each other's back. So when you think about your Christmas party, just think, you know, a little goes a long way. Okay, you got to think about all the times people have done things for you. A little does go a long way. I mean, even if you wanted to do what you see on TikTok or on Pinterest, and you're seeing people put together goodie bags, or people put together, you know, stockings or this and that, those are all great ideas, but just make sure that you're not spending too much and your parents are not spending too much. The students are going to love it no matter what. I just want to encourage you to not take away from your students, okay? I'm sure if you think hard, you can remember doing like arts and crafts for Christmas. Maybe you were in a holiday show. Maybe you remember making an ornament that your mom used every year on the Christmas tree. Those are precious memories that you have. So give them to your students as well. Let them have fun. Let them do something beautiful. Take pictures of them, you know, show it to parents. You know, parents may not have time to do stuff with them. So this might be the only time that they're doing anything cool. To talk to your students and just say, we're going to work hard. We're going to get a lot done. But afterwards, we're going to have some fun. It's going to be totally worth it. All right. Well, I'm so excited to do my Christmas Vlogmas with you. I'm so excited for the new subscribers that I have. Welcome. If you're new, please make sure to follow my Instagram, because you'll be able to see some of the things I spoke about in this video come into play. All right. For my 12 days of Christmas, I'll be doing something different, and I'll be sharing something with you each day. Also, coming soon is my teacher testimony. That means, how did I become a teacher? How did this all happen? It's very interesting. I've been dying to film this video, so I want to share this testimony with you. So look out for that too.